right side, underneath Longley, backdoor cut, Jordan.
Well, you know, there's a theory about guarding Michael Jordan. One is you let him score and stop everyone else. Door cut by Michael Jordan. But Sean Leonard's open playing, he back cuts, and the pass was sensational by Luke Longley.
And looks for Jordan in the post. They've switched Tim Hardaway on him now. And bingo.
See, those are the shots you don't. And that's really what he calls a jumper, mid-range jumper.
And Jordan with his sixth shot, he's hit 3 of them.
Yeah, and he's getting easy ones, and he's feeling it. He wants the ball right now.
Now Pippen on the switch, Deshaun Leonard on him. Mashburn comes to help. Jordan is open and cans the jumper.
And low by him.
Michael Jordan, 4 of 11. You saw the shooting graphic. Chicago very cold. Jordan gets his 5th basket. He's got 12 points. Now Pippen finds Jordan, who cuts and cans it.
Boy, that's a tough shot. And after he made it, Alonzo looked at him like, how did you make that shot?
Jordan. Now Marley on Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Well, they want him to go to the basket, but when he gets there, they want someone else to be there to help.
Largest lead of the game was 16 by Miami. Here's Jordan.
Boy, that is a great shot.
Jordan's 20 led Chicago. Gibson is here again tonight. Jordan, perfect. His 6. Miami has led since early in the second quarter. Entry pass, Jordan, turn around, the margin is 4.
Boy, and that is a tough shot. And in Chicago, they've gotten in this game too quickly.
Harper slows it down. And they look for Michael Jordan, who's guarded by Tim Hardaway. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Chicago leads. Watch the foul and then the reaction.
You can see it there. Kind of comes up under Alonzo, and that's the foul. Alonzo backs into him. Why he pushed him off, I have no idea. And look at Michael.
See if you get a better angle here. Watch the shove now.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. And you know what? It was a little push, and in most cases, guys won't get a technical foul over that. But Dennis Rodman has brought this on himself. In the world. He got quiet over there.
6-point lead. Here's Jordan. Double from Hardaway. 2 more for Michael Jordan. 5-point game. 3-point game.
And you know what's amazing? Dan Marley got there. He thought he was going to get a charge. Somehow, Jordan avoided him. He just blows by Sean Leonard, who has 4 fouls and goes the wrong way there. But watch Marley thinks he's there, and the next thing you know, Jordan's going by him and dunking.
Scottie Pippen, 4:20 to go in regulation. Here's Pippen for 3. Yes.
Never leave the ball.
Michael Jordan. Jordan has the ball in his hand and a chance for a Chicago lead. Kicks it out to Harper for 3. Anybody mention Achilles? 5-point lead, 1:07 to go. Jordan, 2 more. Timeout, Miami.
Just take a look at Michael Jordan right here, splitting the defenders and throwing up a running hook shot.
Let the clock wind down. Chicago comes from 16 down in the first half, from 11 down at halftime, from 5 down at the end of 3. And they win it by 7.
I don't know about the vest. I think they have kryptonite in it to try to stop Superman Jordan from doing anything tonight.
That may be it. The officiating crew tonight, Bill Oakes, Steve Javie, and Bernie Fryer.
Bulls offense so good. Scottie Pippen brings it up. Ron Harper brings it up. Michael Jordan brings it up. Even Dennis Rodman brings it up. They can get in their offense with 4 different guys starting.
Jordan. How do you stop that shot?
You don't. I mean, Riley was talking about that stat again, and we've mentioned it. Hand in the face with Jordan. He's now down to 47% with the hand in his face. With no hand in his face, he's shooting at a 65% rate. That's tough.
Here's Caffey. Oh, nice pass. Oh, what a block by Mourning. Rodman sets the screen. The switch, P.J. Brown on Jordan. The Bulls and their fans are calling for basket interference, and Alonzo Mourning immediately said, no, no, no.
I mean, I think Alonzo's right, and I'm glad they didn't give it to him. He beat it to the backboard. You can see where Jordan was going the entire play on this one, and Alonzo beats it. If he had a shot that straight in, it would have been a goaltending.
He's got it over Sean Leonard, and he finally ends the streak.
And the difference there is Michael Jordan caught that one in the paint.
And here's Bushler to Ron Harper. Hardaway out. Jordan wants it. Sean Leonard reaches over. Jordan kicks it outside. Pippen for three.
Tell you something. I didn't watch it.
6:13 remaining. Pippen off the front edge. Jordan. That is only the third basket tonight for Michael Jordan. He is now 3 of 14.
And he's just trying to do it in any way he can right now. He should get it the third time also.
Jordan just inside the arc. 22nd timeout, Miami.
And there's certain guys in this league that will make a coach call a timeout. Michael Jordan just made a tough shot. Pat Riley jumps up and calls a timeout.
From the corner for three, Willie Anderson, no. Jordan rebound. Foul by Mourning.
Michael Jordan is everywhere right now. Everywhere. Even telling Dennis Rodman to relax.
Four to go.
Michael wants the ball again.
Leonard guards him.
And he's shooting this if he can.
Skip pass to Harper for three.
Oh, boy. Made a big one in game one. Just did it again.
Rodman back to Pippen. They'll play keep away. This one is in the books. Ugly as it was, it goes in the books as a Chicago victory. And let's check in with Craig Sager.
Michael, one time you scored 63 points yourself in a playoff game. What happened here tonight with both teams?
I couldn't get a rhythm to my shot, and I guess the good thing about it that other players came in and gave me some support offensively. But our defense was really active, and we were able to contain their offense until we got ourselves in sync a little bit. And we had to do what we had to do down the stretch.
When you're only 2 for 12 after 3 quarters, were you starting to believe maybe that latest Nike ad where you talk about all the times you failed?
You just try to think of something positive, because nothing seems to work. You have good looks at it, and you just don't want to rush. You don't want to be hesitant out there. And in situations where you can penetrate, be the focus, and dish it off like I did to Ron Harper to knock the three in, you try to be effective in that way. You just have to give up on your offense to some degree.
Let's go over to Vern at the table.
He has his hands full with the Bulls. The first 2 games have been low-scoring defensive struggles, and Riley has been none too happy with the officials' treatment of Jordan. Yesterday, Riley spoke with Jim Gray.
Michael Jordan will go to the free throw line where he has excelled tonight.
I have a very frustrated basketball team today because they felt that last night there were privileges that were given to Michael and on certain calls and how they should be called in the game, and he doesn't need it. He doesn't need them. He's so good anyhow. He doesn't need them.
Will this have any effect, what you said to the media and what you're saying to me now, on the officials?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Back to the question of the officiating, it's interesting to note that the Bulls have only gone to the line 3 more times than Miami has in the series.
Shots. Now Jordan with the move on Hardaway. The spin by Jordan. Open shot. Burn dribbling into the crowd. Stolen by Brown. He has a 3-on-1. Brown lost it. Yes, and it counts.
He's flopping. Randy Brown in a little bit of trouble here trying to locate to dribble, but still does the wise thing. At least get the shot up. He didn't. It got blocked. But Michael Jordan taking nothing for granted, following up on the play. Alonzo Mourning is a good perimeter shooter, has good mechanics, good release. It's just something where he has just lost his confidence.
Oh, what a shot by Jordan, going to his new favorite maneuver, the fadeaway, and that was also deflected. The game is tied at 13. His first.
And Keith Askins, a good defender and a tall one, pushing Michael out a little bit further than he likes on that fadeaway shot.
Jordan off the fake, and again drills the fadeaway. Able to set it up.
Well, first of all, when you're guarding Michael Jordan, you cannot give him baseline. He is just too quick, too hard to help. So you force Kerr off the dribble. Hardaway, a good post player against players his size or a little bigger, and especially against Kerr.
Michael Jordan making his return by hitting the three. Unable to hit the three. Kukoc running the floor. Jordan able to recover. Michael Jordan again. He is 16, and the Bulls have opened up their biggest lead. 32, the Heat 21. Jordan. Yes. Michael showing the entire repertoire. It's 34, the Heat 23. Jordan over Leonard. And he gets the friendly roll by the Heat. Hoffer to the scoop and tipped home.
Exactly what Miami needs. It's an easy basket.
And an easy basket right there. Leonard gambled on a steal.
To make it tougher on the defense, everybody just standing stationary, but a little late in the day to change things.
Michael Jordan with 28 points.
Had the sense that Michael Jordan was due for one of those special type games. Now, he had 37 points in game one, and as we mentioned, a great fourth quarter in game two, but he didn't look like the Michael Jordan that we're seeing today.
Phil Jackson telling us earlier that his team has played better on the road. Another sweeping move by Jordan.
Well, normally the Miami Heat defense closes down that lane very quickly. Dan Marley too slow. Alonzo Mourning not quick enough to get over and try and block that shot, as the Miami Heat defender standing straight up, and you can just see it in their body language, see it in their faces. They just do not believe that they can handle the Chicago Bulls, and Pat Riley is seeing the same thing.
We look back at Michael Jordan versus the Heat, game 3 of the 1992 playoffs, the Heat's first ever home playoff game. But Michael played the spoiler. He hit for 56 points in the game. That's the second highest scoring playoff game in the career of Michael Jordan. Bulls won it, 119-114, took the series 3-0. Fourth quarter, here's Jordan putting the move on Anderson, who lost him off the screen. So they will tie a record low, fewest field goals in a playoff game. The Bulls make it 3-0 in this best of 7. So Miami, alongside 3 other teams who were held to just 21 field goals in a single playoff game, the Bulls win it 98-74. Here's Ahmad with Michael Jordan.
All right, thank you, Marv. Michael, what a difference a couple of days make. Now, game 2, struggled from the field. Today, you showed us almost your entire repertoire of shots.
That's a big word.
It is a big word.
No, I shot the ball well. I started off with the air ball, which wasn't pretty, but I found my rhythm early in the first half, and I think everyone fed off of that. Scotty got his rhythm, and although we didn't really get anybody else involved offensively the first half, our defense stayed real strong. We took their premier scorers out of what they wanted to do, and we controlled everything today. And that's uncanny of one of Riley's teams. But I mean, we were able to hang our defense out there and certainly stop them from doing what they had to do.
Do I detect some killer instinct?
Yeah, I think that this is the first sign of it, and it's a good time for it right now. And on the road, in their building, certainly we can send a message.
All right, congratulations on a good game. I'm going to practice the repertoire as I throw it back over to Marv.
We're going to win on Monday. We're going to come ready. We're going to come ready to play. And we will not play the way we played today on Monday, without a doubt.
You heard Alonzo Mourning in our opening saying he guarantees a win. Now, that caused a reaction among the Bulls. Michael Jordan said that he would have been better off saying he would guarantee that they play better and play harder and let the outcome work itself out on the court. Now, Dennis Rodman said he didn't care. He figured that if you win Monday, we'll just win Wednesday. Now, in all my years of sports, that is the strangest, most different answer I've ever heard from an athlete. But I must say that Dennis is one of the most strangest and different kind of athletes that I've met. Now, who are we to believe? Dennis Rodman or Alonzo Mourning? One of the great things about sports, we get a chance to sit back, relax, and for the next 2.5 hours, let everything work itself out on the court. Marv?
Joe Forte, Luke Longley, Alonzo Mourning on the opening tip, and it's controlled by the Heat. And it's Hardaway going into the second year, set it up for Mourning.
And that's what the Miami Heat in this crowd have been looking for.
Save it, and here's Jordan. Yes. Oh, Michael's talking to himself. Missed his first 14, and now has his first field goal on the recovery. And Michael Jordan with only his second field goal. Now 2 of 18.
Michael's faces. There's Michael's numbers or shots in game 3, 14 for 25, and the Blues have overtaken the Reds here in game 4, just 2 for 22.
4 here this afternoon. Jordan, yes. And that is easily the most fluid shot that he has been able to get off here today. And Marley is on Jordan. Jordan able to shut. And Rodman and Mourning have to be separated. Rodman is slid aside by Bushler. Trying to draw the foul on Mourning. Here's Pippen from 3. Jordan with the rebound. And here taking each other to the floor. And let's keep an eye on the benches. Nobody coming off either bench. And we'll have to see how the officials call this. Obviously, be at least a double technical. Pat Riley did get into it.
So once again, Mourning getting pushed by Dennis Rodman, and then coming in with that elbow first. And Alonzo has been throwing the elbows around. I think he caught Rodman with that right elbow on the side of the head. He's already gotten Pippen twice. And Rodman realized exactly what was going on, tried to tie up, and did, and the takedown on Mourning.
For the game, Rodman going down, just looking to pick up fouls now. Jordan, yes.
The post position, but it took the Bulls so long to get him the ball, and the double team got it out of his hands.
Michael Jordan setting it up on the crossover. Jordan with Hardaway at close quarters again. Able to hit. Michael Jordan cuts it to a 7-point Heat lead. Turned it up in the third quarter, did it defensively to get back into it. Jordan now very much back into it.
Amazing, as Michael looked so slow in the first half of this game, no legs, all of a sudden has reached down somewhere to get this kind of movement and energy. Unbelievable.
Picked up on a switch by P.K. Brown to the fairway. Yes. It's down to 4, and a timeout taken by Miami with 3:37 left in the fourth quarter. Hopper got a piece of it. Hardaway thought it was foul. Jordan has the look. Puts the moves on Leonard and fire. It's down to 1. He has scored 20 of the 21 points in this fourth quarter. He turned a first-half disaster into another Jordan classic with 2:17 to go in the third. Jordan over Leonard, and the Miami lead is just 1. Marley gets it in to Crotty. Bulls are over the limit, as are the Miami Heat. Crotty with the feed, puts it down. 85-80. Bulls do have timeouts left. Scottie Pippen for Michael Jordan. Can't find a 3, and now guns it. Rebounded by Hardaway. And a foul with 10 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Well, what a substitution by Pat Riley.
Just run it out. Miami Heat remaining alive. It will be a 10-game center in Chicago on Wednesday. It was supposed to be Miami's last stand, but what we witnessed was unimaginable. 14 shots, 14 misses by a frustrated Michael Jordan. But only he believed. As long as there was time, there was a chance for vindication. And the game's greatest player took it upon himself. A 20-point fourth quarter explosion brought the Bulls within striking distance and the fire back in Michael's eyes. But the effort fell short. Miami backed up their bold guarantee, sending Jordan and the Bulls back to Chicago. And now, Michael says it's personal.
All right, thanks, Marv. I talked to Michael Jordan about the loss on Monday. He said some good things happened to that. He said the bad things were we got beaten and we got beaten up, and our pride took a hit. He said, but what that did is that brought our whole team together as a group and really improved our focus. He said even championship teams need a wake-up call, and he said that was theirs. Now, Michael has been saying all week that this series is personal. If you watch here as the two captains meet in the middle of the court, I guess you'll see that this is what Michael meant by it's all personal. Watch Michael. And by the way, another thing, Marv, Michael, after practice today, went out and played golf. It shouldn't affect him today.
Mainly from the outside, so why not take it to the basket?
Alonzo Mourning hearing the boos from the crowd, and it is rejected by Longley. Just for the record, going back in NBA playoff history, two teams have been down 0-3 and come back to force a seventh game. The 1951 New York Knicks did it in the finals, and the 1994 Denver Nuggets. Here is Jordan.
Been stolen by Harper, sending Jordan on the breakaway, and Hardaway had a notion, but pulled back at the last moment.
Jordan off the head fake. Michael Jordan gives the Bulls an 8-0 lead.
Scoring opportunity. When doubled, give the ball up.
Michael Jordan looking on target right from the opening tip, and he's talking to Leonard. Good start for Michael Jordan, coming off the 9 of 35 shooting, 0 for 11 in the first half in game number 4. In fact, in checking the record books, Michael Jordan missing 26 shots equaled the most missed shots that he's ever suffered through in a single game. There you see it.
Doesn't bother him a bit.
No.
He's not taking the next shot. Oh, 2 seconds on the shot clock.
2.5 to go in this first quarter. The Bulls in command, 24-10. At one stretch, they led 16-2. Oh, Jordan off a beautiful lead from Harper. Jordan in lots of room to operate. Cappy getting the time with Pippen. Hurt at the moment. Three-pointer by Jordan.
At bad, left ankle.
Kukoc able to find Jordan. Yes! What a beautiful pass from Tony Kukoc.
Tried to do his damage there.
Jordan with the step. Oh, he adjusted on the shot while in midair.
Well, when Miami pushed, Dan Marley took a shot in the mouth. Oh, beautiful pass to Michael Jordan. Dan Marley got hit in the mouth from Judd Bushner and just stopped cold in his tracks.
The Bulls now have a 17-point lead. Both teams with 2 team fouls. Michael Jordan extending to the 84-71 lead. Tim Hardaway is back defending on Ron Harper. Shot clock down to 3. Jordan, yes.
The 4 players having trouble creating anything, and it always seems to be Michael Jordan winding up with the basketball with the shot clock winding down. As it appeared, he had something to say to Pat Riley on the other way back, and Pat Riley getting a kick out of whatever it was Michael Jordan said to him.
And you know that Pat Riley would not get involved in anything serious. There is some precedence to that earlier this year with several coaches getting involved with Michael. It did not pay off. But it looked like Michael might have just been dropping by to say hi.
Well, there's a tremendous amount of respect between these two. And Pat Riley, the coaching career that he has, you know, Michael Jordan respects him. Of course, his sentiments are with Phil Jackson, but he knows what Pat Riley has done. And Pat Riley has been nothing but complimentary to Michael Jordan throughout his career.
Crowd has been very quiet here in the fourth. Not much to cheer for from the Chicago point of view. The offense has struggled. And Rodman and Mourning get involved once again. And then Dennis Rodman saving the moment by patting Alonzo Mourning, who did not appreciate the gesture.
Well, Dennis tries to control, but just doesn't seem to be able to control himself. By the way, a lot of fans here had a terrific season, but Alonzo Mourning, no field goals in this game.
And Dennis Rodman with 9 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and a wise move by Phil Jackson to sit him down. Does not want any additional trouble. Dennis had his customary technical foul called earlier. Foul was called on Jordan, involved with Mourning. And apparently double technicals on Jordan and Mourning. Joey Crawford calling it a verbal altercation, word passed on by way of the scorer's table.
Well, we talked about it early. Michael Jordan did not appreciate the way Alonzo Mourning was throwing his body and elbows around in Game 4. Here's Michael Jordan with a little fake at the back of the head to the Alonzo Mourning, and Joe Crawford right on top of it, calling the technical foul. And Michael Jordan not happy with Jamal Mashburn in Game 4 either.
Michael Jordan came into tonight saying that it's now personal off the loss in Miami the other day. Mashburn putting the move on Jordan, setting it up for Mourning, who was stripped. An embarrassing game for Alonzo Mourning. 0 for 3 from the field. Rashawn Leonard able to toss it into Alonzo Mourning, and Mourning in the final seconds able to connect with his first field goal of the night. Top with the clock apparently. Question is the game over? Yes, it is. The clock actually did not start, and now the officials say, hey, that's it. And they just ran off the rest of the time.
Was that loss really brought this team together and got them back focused?
Not just the loss, but the way we lost. In terms of, we got beat up pretty much, and they came in and beat us up pretty bad. So we were back in our own home court, and we wanted to make a stand. We didn't want to beat them up on the basketball court, yeah, but not physical to where it ended up fighting.
A lot of people didn't really understand what you were talking about when you said this is personal. What did you mean?
I meant in terms of our intensity as a game. We got to stand down defensively, offensively, do all the things, necessary things we needed to win. It wasn't to go out there and try to fight or throw elbows or whatever. We just weren't going to let them come in and push us around. No more knots on our heads, none of that stuff. We wanted to come out and play hard.
What about the finals? You have any thought about that, Utah or Houston?
Well, we got back to the finals, but it's not just to get back. Against Utah or Houston, either one of those teams, veteran ball club, they know how to play the game mentally as well as physically. So we have to get ourselves ready and healthy and get ready for a battle. And, we start here at home for 2 wins, and then got to go out there for 2 wins.
Eastern Conference champion. Is it sort of anticlimactic winning it?
Well, it's good to be Eastern Conference champions, but, to come up short doesn't really mean nothing. We want to get all the way to the ring and, make it 5, go on from there.
All right, between me and you, how many holes you play yesterday?
A lot. I mean, I'm going to play them all. A lot.
Congratulations, man.
In 1991, the Bulls showed they had some magic of their own and captured their first title. The following year, Michael Jordan's greatness surprised even him. In 1993, the Bulls became the first team to win 3 straight titles in nearly 30 years. And a year ago, Jordan led the Bulls to a record 72-win season and embraced another NBA title. Michael Jordan is now in the hunt for number 5.
A realistic chance of catching Jabbar at 6 MVPs.
Here's Jordan. And the Bulls have scored on only 2 of their first 9 possessions. Michael Jordan. Bulls lead 13-12 with 2:15 remaining in the first. Jordan. Yes. Now Jordan played by the rookie Anderson. Michael Jordan.
Thank you, Mark. During that timeout, Jerry Sloan very happy with the defensive effort of the Utah Jazz. He said offensively, however, you must...
Jordan. Shandon Anderson, a second-round draft pick. Utah did not have a number one. The opening for Scottie Pippen. Now Jordan posting up Hornacek. Going glass.
Rarely gets involved with the officials. Only when they're taking it from him.
Michael Jordan with a good angle jump shot following up on 57.
At the open, we talked about, Jordan wide open.
It counts as the foul. Utah by 5. 5.5 remaining. Nice pass from Longley. And Jordan looking to reset. Hornacek is with him. Here comes Malone. Here's Jordan. Yes.
We had Hornacek and the double team beat.
Next foul will put them over the limit. Here's Jordan. Yes. He's 3 of 4 at the line. 23 points, 15 rebounds, 9 and 2/10 seconds to go. Remember Malone hit just 6 of 12 at the line. Game 7 at Seattle last year in the Western Finals. I also mentioned he had that 18 for 18 this year in the playoffs. See the numbers right there. Both teams have plenty of timeouts remaining. Scores tied. 9 seconds left. Oh, he missed the break. Rebounded by Jordan, and the Bulls take a timeout with 7 and 5/10 seconds to go. We're down to 5. Jordan putting moves on Russell. We're down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes! It is all over. The Chicago Bulls have won at the buzzer in Game 1 of the best of 7 on a jump shot by Michael Jordan.
Thanks, Mark. Michael, you were so businesslike all day. You knew this was not going to be an easy task, and you rose to the occasion.
Well, the first game is always a tougher game. I don't care what anybody says. I think Utah came in, they played extremely well. I'm pretty sure they're going to take a more victory from today's game. But, I think we had a good feel for them. We found out a good feel for them. And, down the stretch, it was nip and tuck. It could have went either way. And, I missed the free throw call, comes down and missed 2 free throws. So, MVPs didn't do much down the stretch until I was able to knock the shot in down the stretch.
It was almost like a boxing match, sparring. Nobody really throwing a knockout punch till it got down to the end.
No, it was a close game all throughout the game, and it was going back and forth, and whoever made the best plays down the stretch was going to win the ball game.
Well, it is on. It is on, and we will see on Wednesday.
Jordan's game-winning shot on Sunday night came as time expired, and on Monday, Jordan told the media what his most memorable game winners were.
My most memorable shot, 1982, is easy.
The tie, 18. Shot, Jordan, Michael Jordan.
Cleveland is certainly easy.
The inbounds pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it! They win it!
That's only 2 I can remember. I'm getting senile, I guess.
Down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes! It is all over. The Chicago Bulls have won at the buzzer.
I've had so many, I can't even remember them all. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. It's probably more than that, to be exact. It's on an ad. I didn't do the research. I say what they tell me to say. It sounded good, though, didn't it?
By Brian Russell, couldn't convert. Scottie Pippen continues to own him defensively.
Michael Jordan. Shot clock at 7. Jordan, yes. second field goal. Bulls lead 10-5.
He's sure of himself on his feet. He just can't get into the game yet.
Here's Jordan. Setting it up for Pippen. Utah hoping to tie the series at 1.
Jordan again. Pull it off. Utah was just so wide open on all their back cuts, they didn't have to ever get into the paint. Just seems to be on fire, totally focused in tonight.
Steve Kerr has come on for the first time, replacing Ron Halper. Jordan with the fake. Yes. This first quarter, Jordan putting moves on Hornacek. Now Kerr for 3. Yes. Kerr began the playoffs having difficulty locating his shot. As the playoffs have progressed, he has begun to show signs. Good thought, yes. Steve Kerr. Now Kerr is open. Yes. Now Jordan putting moves on Anderson. Yes. Well, that ends the streak. Hopper cut off by Stockton and trying to go glass. Rebound Jordan.
Lay some lumber on Stockton.
Jordan with the steal. Jordan putting the moves on. The look away for Pippen. 42, Chicago. Jordan. Yes.
Here's the isolation for Jordan.
Played by Russell. Putting moves on. And hit it.
Michael gets
just 4 attempts per game in the playoffs from the line for Karl Malone. Not enough.
Jordan. Yes. Michael Jordan.
a couple of jump shots now, and that is setting up these drives, but starting on the right side, hanging in the air, clearing the defensive pressure, and using the glass on the opposite side just beautifully.
He turns the corner and nobody closes him off. Everybody's trying to get in the air and block his shot, but he just keeps going to
7%. Chicago leads by 20. Jordan. Yes. The Chicago Bulls have defeated the Utah Jazz 97-85. The Bulls had the big lead most of the way. They led by as many as 22. Michael Jordan falls an assist shy of a triple-double.
All right, thanks, Mark. Michael, were you aware that how close you were to a triple-double during the last part of that game?
Yeah, I was aware. Pippen made me aware when he missed that. But that's okay. We got to win. That's all that matters.
What was the difference in game 1 and game 2? It seemed like you guys came out very much prepared, and they really, were you disappointed in the effort that they had?
Well, we came out on the heels of what we did last game. And we were ready to take any adjustments that they made. They really didn't make the adjustments that we anticipated, so we basically stayed in the same focus that we did in the first game. And, you know, right out from the beginning, right to the end of the game, we just maintained our defensive pressure, operated, moved the ball around, got some good shots.
You told me earlier, a couple of weeks ago, that was defense that wins championships, and you guys showed that tonight.
Yeah, we did tonight, but we know we're going into Utah, and they played well at home. The crowd's going to be real loud. These are countrymen pros. You talk about Stockton and Malone, they're going to be ready to play.
All right, Michael, congratulations on a great game. We will see you on Friday.
Thank you.
Dennis Rodman with a new look. And Jordan being played by Brian Russell. Fires over him for three.
Not a single dribble on that entire possession.
During the regular season, Utah 38-3 here at Delta Center. Second best home record in the NBA. Again, the room for Jordan. Yes, wise move passing on that particular suggestion. And Michael Jordan.
Dennis Rodman to get more involved in some way.
Jordan. It counts. And the fouls. The Jazz by 18. The alley-oop for Jordan. So it's 9 shots. Here's Jordan. Oh, what a move. Getting it over the outstretched arm. Jordan for three. Yes. Michael Jordan with 21 points.
Defense falling apart.
Utah by 14. Jordan stopped by Russell, able to shoot over him. Michael Jordan with 23. It's the Jazz 86 and the Bulls Still 74. This fourth quarter. They are down by 14. Jordan for three. Yes!
He's too good.
He had nowhere to go.
Guarded by Longley. Jordan gives it up. Pippen. Yes! A three for Scottie Pippen, who has been off. Jordan played by Stockton. With just under 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Pippen again with room for three. Yes! Scottie Pippen with two enormous three-pointers. A solid performance as they defeat the Chicago Bulls. 104-93. Malone has missed on his first two field goal attempts. Longley.
Beautiful feed by Michael Jordan as the Utah defense fell asleep in three.
And the Jazz two. Jordan banking Russell and hitting.
He can still elevate. He can build it.
The game is tied at 6. Here's Jordan slipping it over to Pippen. Open shot for Jordan. Star. Now Jordan one-on-one with Russell and put on the move to set up the fadeaway. Just did beat the 24-second buzzer. Even going it against Jordan. And the Jazz up by 2. And here's Jordan. Crowd wanted to travel. No call made as he tied the game. Jordan tried to brush off Stockton, and he did.
Took so long for Utah to get into that play. That post feed and split has been good to them.
Foul is called. Pippen on the drive, took the hit, and has some words with Ostertag. He did not like what he felt was a hard foul.
Scuffle broke out. Michael Jordan on the bench resting him, holds the guys back and says, hey, no suspensions.
And Jordan with only 2 points since the first quarter. Trying to get back into it, and he does.
Taking it to the rim, Michael Jordan. When he decides he wants to get there, he can, or he can draw contact.
4 minutes gone by. In the fourth quarter, the Jazz with a 65-61 lead, and Jordan off the fake cuts it down to a 2-point lead. And this has become Michael Jordan time after a very quiet ball game. Russell lost his balance, but Jordan could not take advantage. Now Jordan off the fake. Yes. And he has tied the game at 65.
Don't be like robots, Jerry Sloan yelling at his guy. Be aggressive, be assertive, and don't let Michael Jordan get a 6-foot jump shot.
Oh, how about he almost got about 6 feet in the air? How about that elevation? He was going to make sure he got up over everybody to release.
Malone again from the outside. Rebounded by Pippen, and here comes Jordan. Chase from the angle. Jordan puts it away on the breakaway. And the Bulls lead by 5. We approach 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Jordan to the fadeaway. Yes! Michael Jordan gives the Bulls a 73-69 lead in the fourth. The Bulls in possession. They lead by 4. Jordan puts the move on Russell. And lost it to Stockton. He's John Stockton on the breakaway. And rejected by Jordan. What a foul.
That is a tough call against Jordan here. Stockton is going to come up with the great blind side.
It's a 1-point Chicago lead. Just under 1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter. Game 4 of the NBA Finals with the Bulls up 2 games to 1. And Jordan comes up short. Stockton fires down on Malone. And the Jazz have taken a 1-point lead.
Set right in there. This is the situation Carl's dreamed of for a week.
The critical free throws, which led to the game winner by Michael Jordan. Game 1 hits on the first for a 2-point Jazz lead with 18 seconds remaining. It's a 2-point lead. And Malone gets back seconds. He fires the three. They stopped it. Final seconds. Russell goes to the hoop. The Utah Jazz have defeated the Chicago Bulls with 5/10 of a second remaining, and the series is tied at 3.
The situation you were in at the end of the game, similar to the situation in game 1. This is the situation you were looking for, wasn't it?
You know, it's a situation I was looking for. I had said earlier, I wish I was in that situation again. Sometime in life, you never get that. I just want to block everything out and concentrate. You know what? I can't say how proud I am of these guys. We never gave up, and it's going to be an all-out war on Wednesday.
Now, the big story here tonight, the story concerning Michael Jordan's physical conditions. This Jordan arriving about 2 hours ago. He is suffering from flu-like symptoms. Made his way onto the court just moments ago, and as you see right here, looking a bit shaky. He was up all last night, spent all day in bed, did not eat at all, did not go to the shoot-around earlier today, did not practice, so his status is uncertain. Ahmad Rashad and Jim Gray will have more on this as the game progresses. Matt, this on top of the Bulls.
All right, thanks, Marv. At 3:30 this morning, Michael Jordan woke up with flu-like symptoms. He had a stomach ache and a headache, and he couldn't go back to sleep. He threw up all night, and as reported earlier, he missed the shoot-around, but he was in bed all day and continued to throw up. As a matter of fact, he got in here early. When I went to talk to him back in the back room, he was in a dark room trying to get some rest, but still throwing up. And Marv, I talked to him, I said, how do you feel? He said, I really feel horrible, but his history was...
Jordan trying to slip it, and then took it back and hit. So Michael Jordan, despite visibly shaken by the flu symptoms, connecting from the corner to tie the game at 2.
Marv, Utah's got the quick start that they needed to keep the crowd into it.
And Michael Jordan able to line drive it home for his second field goal. 11 of 19 from the field in a red-hot opening quarter. Chicago just 5 to 15. Michael Jordan is back, putting the move on Chris Mars.
Carries so much of the load as Hornacek back-to-back horrible turnovers for Utah.
And Jordan puts moves on Hornacek. Jordan to the crossover. Yes. Not bad for a guy playing with flu symptoms. But out a 3-point Jazz lead. And the steal by Jordan. Coming behind the back on Russell. He turned it around and fed it to Pippen. And home by Jordan. What a play by Michael Jordan.
With control, passing on the move right into the hands of Michael Jordan with Scottie Pippen filling the lane for the nice finish. And
Ostertag was great. Karl Malone's got the 3 fouls. Has to play very smart here.
Nice pass. Jordan to the cutting Longley by Ostertag. Looking for the tip. Chicago down by 2. Jordan got the step. Jordan has tied the game. Their second of 4 times. It is 2-2 right now. This game number 5 as Michael Jordan cuts it to a 5-point Jazz lead with 11 points off the bench. Jordan, yes, the Jazz 77 and the Bulls 71 with Jordan fires for 3. Yes, and he's tied the game at 77, and he did it.
Poise, confidence, discipline. The exchange between Pippen and Jordan. Once, twice, right back. You do it, big guy. Pump fake, freezes the defense. The jumper, net. Then he staggers back to the bench, near exhaustion, ready to fall over. He's got his team tied now. Where is that bench? He gets there and sits back, and they put the ice bag on his neck. He won't even take the Gatorade.
He doesn't want to waste any energy. No high fives, no lifting water to his mouth. He is exhausted.
A heroic performance by Michael Jordan. He has played 35 minutes. He has scored 30 points. Russell on Jordan. Anderson cheating over. Shot clock at 7. Jordan shooting. Yes. Chicago 79 and Utah 77.
We spoke with Chip Trainer, the Bulls trainer, and Chip says Michael's just still fatigued, totally fatigued. He doesn't know how he continues to play, but as you watch him, he is struggling and still out there trying to give it his all.
We're down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth. The game tied at 81. Malone played by Rodman and double team. Pippen knocked it aside. Picked up, recovered though. Stockton for 3. Same exact spot that he hit that enormous three-pointer in game 4. And he just did it with 2 on the shot clock. 3-point Jazz lead. Bulls have missed their last 6 shots. Jordan, yes. The Jazz by 1 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. The Jazz 85, the Bulls 84. Jordan, an 83% free throw shooter during the season. And the game is tied at 85.
Marv, the Bulls have been here so many times. The huge games, year after year. The confidence, the poise, the determination, the discipline and organization down the stretch, all paying off right now with Jordan masterfully at the line.
Jordan able to scoop up the loose ball for the possession with 40 seconds remaining. The game tied at 85. 10 on the shot clock. Pippen backing Hornacek. Here's Jordan. Yes! Michael Jordan from straight away. It looks like he's a boxer just hanging on along the ropes, but able to hit for a 3-point Chicago lead. Beautiful feed. Post attack. Cuts it to 1.
You got a foul right now. You got a foul. Karl Malone, what are you doing?
We're down to 10 seconds.
You got a foul.
As they open the floor. Only able to put it home from Tony Kukoc. 3-point Chicago lead with 6 and 2/10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
That's hard to believe that you can lose track of time and score as Karl Malone did there right next to Pippen. He does have 5 fouls. No excuse. Should have committed one there.
Up Scotty, and then for no reason they double team Scotty down low and leaving Michael Jordan. He knocks down this 3, gives him the huge lead, and then the total exhaustion on the bench. Michael Jordan sucking air, got the back massage from Scottie Pippen.
And the Chicago Bulls have defeated the Utah Jazz to take a 3-2 lead. They win it 90-88. A courageous, classic performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan. The Bulls with a 3-2 lead after snapping Utah's home win streak at 23 in a row. John Stockton controlling the opening tip in early foul trouble. Just picked up a second personal. Now Jordan trying to go to work on Russell, and he got it
every time.
And here's Jordan. Yes. Here's Michael Jordan. Utah up by 7. How about Chicago with 29 points and just under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Jordan for 3. Yes. Traffic. Out of 3. Here's Jordan getting the step and hit. 6/10 of a second remaining. All Malone and Rodman bumping each other. Joe Crawford on the scene immediately, indicating at least one technical, and then checking it over. Let's see. Game 6 and 7 on the road. Several teams have won game 7 on the road. Well, the Chicago Bulls are hoping to wrap it up here tonight. And Michael Jordan cuts it to a 5-point Utah lead. Now Jordan posting up and finishes with the fadeaway. Comes Jordan. Jordan putting those on Stockton. Jordan putting those on Hornacek and going the distance. The Bulls have missed their last 5 shots and some sloppy pass work. Jordan He thought it was foul.
Not going to worry about Randy Brown at the offensive end. He'll be looking to help out on Jordan or Pippen.
Oh, Jordan scooped it up on the steal. Jordan, yes. And he's tied the game at 76. 31 points for Michael Jordan. Four-piece on Longley, Pippen, and Williams. Jordan.
You can't just open up the floodgates.
Oh,
cannot convert the layup.
That's the second time he's blown the layup, and this time Jordan comes right back. Anderson thought he was fouled.
I thought he slapped that ball out of bounds.
Just under 4 minutes remaining. Fourth quarter. The Bulls hoping to wrap the series in this game number 6. The Jazz looking to extend to a 7th game. Jordan with the spin. Yes! And the Bulls lead by 3. Jordan saw the opening and then gave it up to Kerr. Jordan. Yes. The Bulls 86 and the Jazz 83.
How you respond to pressure, that's going to determine this game. It's been Jordan huge so far. Now it's Karl Malone's time to battle the MVP.
Well, Hornacek had to save that pass from Malone. Russell for 3. An enormous shot by Brian Russell. He's 5 of 8 from downtown. He's tied the game at 86.
Terrific job by Jeff Hornacek just to get rid of the ball, get it out to Shannon Anderson, who doesn't want to shoot it, but got it to somebody who will.
Right, Marv, no surprise. During that timeout, Michael Jordan kept saying over and over, give it to me, give it to me. So he will be isolated. Let's go down to Jim Gray.
All right, Ahmad. Well, Jerry Sloan was saying, don't run away from Michael. Stay with him this time. Whatever you do, stay with him. If you're picked off him, get right back to him. Mark?
All right, Jim, 25 seconds in regulation. Game tied at 86. 4-second differential between the 24-second clock and the game clock. It is Michael Jordan time. Scottie Pippen looking for Michael Jordan. Checks the clock. 5 on the 24. Here's Jordan. Did not have the shot. Kerr gets it. 5 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The Jazz take a timeout.
Well, the question was, would they come double Michael Jordan? Stockton game. Steve Kerr, reminiscent of John Paxson in '93.
We wanted to get a look at what Utah was about to do. 5 seconds remaining in regulation. The inbound. Pippen rolls it to Kukoc. Bulls have won their 5th championship in the last 7 years. Just 0.6 of a second remaining. It's a 4-point lead. There will. Now probably they'll say now it's over. The clock did run out. The Utah Jazz indicating that there still should have been 0.6 of a second remaining. But the indication is it is all over. The Bulls have won the title by defeating the Jazz 90-86. It is Bedlam here at the United Center.
Phil Jackson, so calm, so at peace with himself. And then the triumphant fist in the air. And he starts whistling, the true sign of a coach.
The celebration continues here at the United Center in Chicago.
Well, it was obviously Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen carrying the offensive load, but they desperately needed their supporting cast, not with any mammoth numbers or anything like that, but just key plays here and there. They got it from Judd Bushler. They got it from Tony Kukoc on that last defensive play. And did they ever get it from Steve Kerr on the game-winning field goal?
And then when it was all over, Karl Malone goes by and congratulates Phil Jackson. An emotional moment there, very tough and disappointing. You don't get this far very many times. And then the two MVPs, Jordan and Karl Malone.
Who could it be? 5 finals, 5 championships, 5 MVPs. He showed us he's the best basketball player in the world. He's got the most courage we've ever seen. Congratulations, Michael Jordan, 1997 Finals MVP.
No, I didn't enjoy this journey. This was filled with injuries and suspensions, but we had a great run, didn't we? It was wonderful. Thank you. I want to take my hat off. Let me put it on. I want to take my hat off to the 2 leaders on this team, Scotty and Michael, who did a wonderful job.
Before you get out of here, Phil, see, it was so much fun this time. We're going to do it again next year?
Oh, man. I don't know. 3 times is nice. I know that. I can't remember when it was.
But you think you guys will get together and do it all again?
Oh, tough question to ask us right now. We're just enjoying what we're doing.
Celebrate. Go ahead and celebrate. Yeah. Michael, you're named MVP, but as you accepted the trophy, you said to Scotty that he was your MVP.
Scottie Pippen we're a tandem. It's hard to split us up. He means a lot to me when I go out and play on the basketball court. He relieves a lot of the pressure that I have to deal with. I try to do the same for him. It's hard to take this MVP by myself. He's got to take half of it. I take the trophy. He may get the car.
Scotty, the first one had to be real sweet. What about the 5th one?
This one is great. It was a lot tougher for us, a very difficult task to beat the Utah Jazz. We take our hats off to them. They gave us a hell of a series, but we stepped up as champions should do, and we brought it back home for number 5.
Michael Jordan back in the game. Scottie Pippen goes out having scored 14. Jordan will shoot over Kittles and hit. So Michael Jordan, a very quiet 8 points, but you know he'll have those numbers up there before long on his triangle offense. Michael Jordan working now against Kendall Gill and gets the reverse layup. It'll be Kerry Kittles, Kendall Gill, and Sam Cassell, among others. We've also seen Lucius Harris, who will share the defensive job on Michael Jordan tonight. Here's Jordan trying to get Kittles in more foul trouble and his turnaround. How often have we seen that move by Michael Jordan? 18.2, and right now he's mired in foul trouble. Trying to be careful.